We all remember the big hitters, Only Fools and Horses,
Everyone's a winner, Petit Déjeuner,
Dad's Army, Fawlty Towers.
I've warned you! I've laid it on the line to you time and time again!
But what about the ones that slipped through the cracks? Those sitcoms that were just as funny, sometimes funnier.
You sure you're not leading this double life? Secretary to the deputy assistant under manager, and sometimes Barbarous Barbara, the brutal bouncer.
But somehow got buried by time, tape, and television schedules. Today, we're revisiting 10 brilliant British comedies that deserve a second look. They're quirky, clever, sometimes chaotic, and packed with familiar faces you've probably forgotten you knew. Let's dive in and see how many of these hidden treasures you remember.
Language, Timothy.
Oh, shut up, Father!
Fair enough.
We'll start with one that's been unfairly overshadowed by its louder cousins. Ever Decreasing Circles starred Richard Briers as Martin Bryce, a man whose idea of excitement is alphabetising the garage tools.
Well, if I know who I am, I don't need my folder to tell me.
By that token, I suppose you wouldn't label rat poison.
Oh, God.
His neat suburban life is turned upside down when the effortlessly charming Paul, played by Peter Egan, moves in next door.
First thing, I think you'll find it's quite a happy little community. Quite a close.
It's a quietly brilliant study of envy and insecurity, the comedy of small lives lived with big emotions. Warm, awkward, and beautifully written.
I'm not saying it's going to be easy out there. It's never easy on the streets. There are too many chummies in the world.
And the final episode still tugs at the heartstrings.
No, not my final.
It's the first step, Martin. Be radical.
Before 2.4 Children and My Family, there was No Place Like Home, about empty nesters Arthur and Beryl Crabtree, who can't wait for a bit of peace and quiet.
Oh yes, this is what it's all about from now on, Beryl.
I think I'm gradually getting the idea.
Until all their grown-up kids move back in. William Gaunt and Patricia Garwood are wonderful as the bewildered parents.
I have to tell you that your mother is someone I get what's left over of.
Awful English, Dad.
Yeah.
And there's even a young Martin Clunes in series 1 to 4 as son Nigel. It's domestic chaos, perfectly observed, and painfully relatable to anyone who's ever had a 30-year-old move back for just a few weeks.
Assistant in a high-class stationer's. I went in for a tube of glue.
And you've stuck together ever since.
Now this is properly forgotten gold. The Dustbinmen follows a team of refuse collectors in Manchester.
You're fired. And there's your P45 to prove it.
Cheeky, rough, and constantly at odds with authority.
That your refuse collectors didn't do was collect refuse. I shall therefore be out all tomorrow morning getting things back to normal.
Brian Pringle and Trevor Bannister star, and it's full of that late 60s grit meets gags energy.
Oh, but only for 5 or 6 hours.
It's like asking Michael Foot to take the Queen's corgis for a walk.
The dialogue's fast, the humour's broad, and the social commentary sneaks in under the laughter. It's working class wit at its sharpest.
You know what caviar is, don't you? K-State crunchy fish paste. It's only African frog spawn, that's all.
Before Greenwing, there was Surgical Spirit. Nicola McAuliffe played Sheila Sabatini, a fierce surgeon with a sharp tongue and no patience for fools.
Yes, Kenneth, wait, I am rather busy just now.
No, you're not. You're talking to Mr. Hope Wynne. I don't call that busy, I call that fruitless.
She could slice through arrogance faster than her scalpel through tissue. It mixed clever medical satire with biting one-liners.
I see. So while Rome freezes over, Nero's getting a hot jet up his toga, is it?
And McAuliffe's performance made it unmissable. It's witty, feminist, and still feels fresh.
Right, she's a cut, but what else can I do?
Snip somewhere else. I'm sure you've got a couple of things you don't use much.
Definitely one that deserves a revival.
That is a malicious, grossly unfair inexactitude.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means it's true, but who gives a toss?
Sunburn, sangria, and social awkwardness. Welcome to Duty Free.
Happens again. Don't stay there all by yourself. Give us a ring and we'll come down.
That's very nice of you.
Two British couples meet on holiday in Spain, and chaos ensues when working class David Pearce falls for posh Linda Cochran. Keith Barron and Joanna Van Geysigem's chemistry is pure magic, and Gwen Taylor as David's wife delivers comedy gold through gritted teeth.
Why don't you ask Linda?
Well, she's not speaking to me. She called me a weasel.
A weasel?
Why did she call me that?
I've no idea.
It's all about class, temptation, a time capsule of 1980s Britishness abroad.
It is not okay. The coffee is bitter and the bread is stale.
From John Sullivan, the creator of Only Fools and Horses, came this overlooked gem.
Are you sure he said Ken Doe and not Ken Dodd?
Dear John follows newly divorced John Lacey, played by Ralph Bates, as he joins a support group for the broken-hearted.
I was just passing. I thought I'd pop in and see how you were. We haven't seen a lot of you at the club recently.
That's because I haven't been there.
Inside, he finds a group of eccentrics, led by the endlessly self-confident Kirk St. Moritz.
Kirk St. Moritz allows no one to upset his friends.
It's both funny and deeply human, showing the loneliness beneath the laughter. A rare sitcom that makes you chuckle and sigh at the same time.
Think I'll have any more trouble from those Hell's Angels.
Let me help you down.
Oh, well, thanks, John.
Now here's a classic that doesn't get enough credit. Ronnie Corbett stars as Timothy Lumsden, a mild-mannered librarian still living with his overbearing mother, played by Barbara Lott, and henpecked father, played by William Moore.
Have you wiped your feet? Yes, Mother. Wipe my feet. Nose newly blown. Fingernails scrubbed.
Every episode follows Timothy's desperate and doomed attempts to escape home and find love, only for his mother to guilt-trip him back into submission.
Winifred. Oh, not Winifred again. It's the third Winifred.
Corbett is brilliant, full of charm, frustration, and perfectly timed mother moments.
I'm sorry, Mother. I'm sorry. Yum, yum, Mummykins. Lovely lunch.
It's part sitcom, part tragedy, and still relatable to anyone with controlling parents or grown-up kids who never quite left.
Mother, has it ever occurred to you that I may wish to get married? You haven't got a girl into trouble. No, but God knows I'm trying.
How's this for an odd premise? A comedy set in an undertaker's.
I'll soon think of something else.
Well, like what? Running day trips to Blackpool in the earth.
In loving memory starred Thora Hird as Ivy Unsworth, who takes over the family funeral business with her bumbling nephew Billy, played by Christopher Beanie.
And what's being an undertaker got to do with it?
Well, everything. It's the job, Andy. It puts them off.
It sounds morbid, but it's actually full of warmth and heart, and Thora Hird is magnificent.
Heard the call, and he answered it. The only call your Uncle Jeremiah ever heard was "Town Gentlemen, please."
A perfect blend of northern humour and dark comedy, with some genuinely touching moments among the coffins.
Every time Arnold Boothroyd conducts a funeral, his assistant bungs a spare coffin in the back of the hearse just in case.
Oh, give over.
The show ran from 1979 until 1986 and is rarely mentioned today, which feels like a small tragedy in itself.
They cleared that promenade in 10 seconds flat.
What did you expect them to do? Paddle down the canal in a coffin?
Another ITV hit that's been oddly forgotten. Watching follows Malcolm, a quiet bird-watching man from the Wirral.
My problem is I've got nothing to offer. No training, no qualifications.
Well, you're good with your bike.
And Brenda, a brash people watcher who couldn't care less about birds.
Green legs and a red beak.
God knows. Let's have a look. Whereabout was that one?
Nowhere, I've been making them all.
Malcolm and Brenda are total opposites, which, of course, makes them perfect for each other. It's romantic, funny, and quietly real.
It was good though, wasn't it?
Not related to Kenny Dalglish then.
Well, my auntie knows his milkman.
If Gavin and Stacey had been written a decade earlier, this would have been it.
Well, go ahead, it's not a flippin' piano.
Do you want a biscuit?
Yeah, all right.
And finally, Rosie, a forgotten gem from the late 70s. Paul Greenwood starred as P.C. Penrose, a young Yorkshire policeman dealing with village oddballs and small-town crime.
I think we're going to make a wild assumption he doesn't play in a band.
The series was actually a spin-off from the growing pains of P.C. Penrose, and it had that lovely blend of gentle humour and regional charm.
Good morning, Mother.
I thought I heard somebody shouting.
Mother, I was just saying good morning to Uncle Norman.
Think Heartbeat if it were written as a sitcom. It's one of those shows that's vanished from the schedules, but deserves another run on daytime telly.
We of the Ravensbay Constabulary are extremely proud to think that you've got lovely eyes.
So there you have it. 10 brilliant British comedies that time and the TV schedulers seem to have forgotten. From vicars and undertakers to hopeless romantics and nosy neighbours, they all captured a little slice of British life, often better than the so-called classics. If you remember any of these, let me know in the comments. Or better yet, tell me your own hidden gem from the golden age of British sitcoms. And don't forget to subscribe for more nostalgic dives into the best of vintage British comedy, because laughter, after all, never never really goes out of fashion.
If it happens again, I shall nail your epiglottis to the ceiling. Thank you and good night.